Yeah. These days I'm weighing it different. When I pray, I'm praying he listens. You paying attention, I make a distinction. Don't just say it, but actually live it. Man, I got a cousin who stay in the trenches, and it's weighing on me. All this drama is staying on me, and my lady, she laying on me. All I'm thinking is, how can I miss it? Man, am I losing my hope? Maybe so, I'm cutting it.
My name is Kyler Wright, and I'm a published author. The inspiration mostly came from loving reading. I really fell in love with reading in 5th grade when I started reading Brandon Mull's books. By the time I got to 7th grade, I was like, I want to write something of my own. I didn't think I had time, but I was very bad at falling asleep. And so instead of just laying in bed doing nothing, I started writing, and I didn't think I'd be into it, and I ended up just continuing and writing it into a series. So I published 2 books so far. It's going to be a 5-book series eventually called the Ironborn series. This first one, this is book 1, Project 1711. It's already in the library, and this one will be soon, Cadmore's List, which is book 2, which is pretty exciting. I'm publishing a new one every 6 months until I graduate, so there's going to be 5 total. So it's about superhumans. There's a race of superhumans that are marked as like too dangerous to be kept alive by humans, and there is an army that the humans have created to hunt down all of these superhumans. And so there's kind of an underground war that goes on between the superhumans and the humans throughout the entire series. Normally I do about 2 to 4 hour writing spree like once or twice a week. It's the same advice that I heard when I first started writing, which was just to keep writing, even if you think that it's horrible. My first book, when I first wrote this, it was about a quarter of the size it is now, and it wasn't very good. But editing can help you with your first book and a bunch of other things, or you can put it off and keep writing something else. Just writing is the best way to learn how to write. So if you just keep writing, it'll get better. You can find my books on Amazon, the Ironborn series, Ironborn Project 1711, or you can come here to the library if they're not checked out. There's tons of stuff that happens over short periods of time to make them always interesting. So I think they're a really fun read, and you should go read them.
Man, I just can't think of what to do this weekend.
Dude, I heard about this thing going on tonight in the Commons at 7. It's a sock op. It's like a 50s dance.
No way. Whoa! What the heck?
Wow. Well, now I need something to do this weekend.
Dude, I heard about this thing. It's called sock op. It's at the Commons at 7 tonight.
No way. Dude, where'd you hear about this?
Dude, I actually heard about it in a Ridge segment that we're doing right now.
What's up? I'm Tiger, and I play for Skyridge's women's lacrosse team. Here's what's in my lacrosse bag. First of all, we got extra shirt, extra socks, you never know. We have my cleats, I have my goggles, mouth guard, a hairbrush, got a lacrosse ball, some extra food, you know, you never know, and a car.
Hey Falcons! End of term is next Friday. It's time to finish strong. If your grades are not where they should be, make sure to complete missing assignments, finish any redos teachers offer, and complete any extra credit offered. Keep on going, finish term 3 strong, and let's make term 4 fantastic.
Mrs. Gold, tell us a story.
Okay, so I'm a junior in high school, sitting in art class, and I'm listening to music, drawing, just kind of in my own world. So it takes me a second to realize that the whole class has turned and is looking at the doorway. So I take out my headphones and this alarming hush has just fallen on the classroom. I look over and Steve, a 40-year-old divorced man in my home ward, is standing in the doorway, and behind him are both of my parents holding video cameras. And I immediately start to black out because I know I'm like about to be pranked. I'm not in on the joke. I don't know what's happening. And Steve walks in and asks my art teacher if he can have a minute. Continues to propose to me. Pulls out this black velvet box. He has a massive ring inside. I don't understand what's happening. I start panic sweating profusely. And he begins this elaborate speech like, I know I'm almost twice or more than twice your age. That just makes our love twice as sweet. My art teacher is sighing in the corner when she should be like calling for the authorities. And he grabs my hand and is like, oh, she's sweaty. And then like just continues this elaborate proposal. Finally, I can't figure another way out. So I just look over to my art teacher and say like, can I have a minute? Because he has just asked me to marry him in front of my entire art class. So I just book it out the door. Everyone thinks I'm just overcome with emotion. And I get out and my parents are cry laughing and proceed to explain that someone was selling fake jewelry at the gym that morning and they thought, you know what would be funny is, and then came up with an elaborate fake proposal scheme. And that's why I almost didn't get asked to prom that year, because everyone thought I was engaged to an old man.